Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome one and all to Stock Marks with Bruce. Uncle Bruce here for the last hour of the day, first hour of the aftermarket. And today's date, May the 11th, Tuesday, May the 11th, 2021. As we are figuring out how this market is going to finish off today, lousy start to the day for the Dow Jones Industrial. She went down right off the get-go, and we were down as much as 600 something points today. We're still down 461. Funny enough, if it goes up another 50, 60 points, it'll be at its best level since this morning. Okay, crazy. The S&P is down 36 points, and the NASDAQ, surprisingly, down 15 at the moment, but it was up 20 points in the last half hour. It's actually turned around and took all the losses it had, which are over 200 points, came green. And so there's a recovery already. And where the recovery is coming from are the tech stocks that have been basically beaten down the last 2 days. And so I think what it is, I'm not sure if this is going to continue on, but my hunch is that we've been oversold on the tech stocks, and they're coming around the other side. I mean, you just cannot go down, not for any, without a reason. And there is no reason. There really is no reason. Why should Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon, why should these stocks all be just going down? They just posted record results last week. The quarter before that, they posted incredibly good results. The quarter now we're in will be great. So there's no need here for these stocks to be under continued sell-off pressure. Some of them are off 10, 12% from their highs of the year. I'll grant you that maybe they were overpriced, maybe they overreached, ran too far too fast. This happens, but you can't go the other way. You can't go straight down the other direction either. There's going to be an equilibrium. In fact, for like Apple, it will be that the shares right now are trading at about 24 times next year's earnings. So there will be very little more discounting going on Apple. It'll be a reluctant sell-off from here. There has to be something mega catastrophic going on in the world of finance or geography or something really unexpected for the markets to really drop from here. Not that every stock is safe. I'm talking about the big cap stocks. They definitely will not give up much more ground because they're doing very, very well. All right. Well, what's happening on our favorites? Well, GameStop 147.69. It's up $4.50 a share right now. The turnaround all afternoon. The shares looked like at around about 10:45 today that the shares hit the low of the day around the 136.50 level, and that would have been a drop at that time. What would that have been? I'm trying to remember how low we were getting. We closed at 143 last night. And at 136, we were down $7-something. Very briefly, it's like a little V drop, and then she popped back up. She was down about $4 or $5 for a good part of the morning, and then around 11, 12 o'clock this afternoon, it kind of came back into this 140.42 range, kind of just short of break even, just below break even. Did that for 11 till 12 till 1, and around 1:30 the up move began, an up move. And the stock within 30 minutes reached to 145, then reached 146, 147. We've touched 147.84 for the high. We are 20 cents away from that right now, 18 cents from the high of the day. So the stock is reaching higher. 3.8 million shares, had a good start with volume, and it's been very quiet ever since, and yet it's going up. And that's a sign there's no selling. There's no selling coming in here. All of a sudden, the regular buying keeps coming on this stock. The retail investors are nibbling up this paper, and it's just slowly being taken out, and it's inching higher. With 56 minutes to go in the day, we're up $4.49 a share right now. That is GameStop. I wish I could say the same for IPOE. IPOE touched the low of the day this morning, just after 10 o'clock this morning. The shares were down to 15.08. Then they did a slight recovery into that 16 range, but then back down again. After hitting a high in around the noon time, by 12:45, the shares approached the low 15s again, and then they kind of came back up to the 15.60 range, and then back down again to the low 15.20 range. Now we're at 15.39, down 98 cents on 3.9 million on a IPOE, and that's another interesting tale about the volume. That the first 2 hours, the stock traded a couple of million shares. For the last 4 hours, it's traded maybe a million. been very quiet. And it is now just meandering along here at 15.29 with not a lot of direction at the moment. We'll see if that changes. GameStop just popped through 148. It just popped through, so it's got a new high of the day now. GameStop now is showing a gain of about $5 a share, almost. 470 was just a little higher than that just a moment ago. And it's interesting to see how 148.04, she is moving higher. Look, that is almost not quite a $12 gain from the low of the day to this point, and that's nice to see a little recovery on the stock. It is still only up just short of $5. It did lose 17 yesterday, so we are owed $12 more dollars. Come on, 12 more. Back to 160, and then we'll be friends again. That's where we were yesterday morning. Anyway, we'll see how this plays out. AMC holding a gain all day and holding right now at 10.16, up 42 cents. Having a definite recovery day. It did touch 10.48 first thing this morning. Hasn't been able to replicate it, but it is up now at 10.16 a share. That is AMC. Gore's Holdings was positive. It actually managed to break even and break through the flat line, reaching a high of 11.55 around 1 to 2 o'clock this afternoon. But now, as we're approaching 306, we are under by 24 cents, 11.15 a share now. Stock has come off about 35 cents from its high today, but it is still on the upper end of its day trading range. So it is definitely better. Low of 10.75 on Gore's Holdings, now at 11.15. Been a lot of reaction going. All the other SPACs that I follow are either up or down 2 or 3 cents a piece. They're virtually unchanged, nothing going on. That would be VG Acquisition, Fifth Wall, Vector, NavSite, Starboard, and Fortress Value. Over at VanEck Vectors, up 13 cents. VanEck was down this morning to $225 a unit. They're now at $232.93, almost $233 a unit. They have recovered not quite $8 from the low of the day today on VanEck. So this has been a nice run up ever since about 10:30 this morning. That's when they bottomed out, and they've been up from there ever since, still inching a little higher as the afternoon wears on. Home Depot, unfortunately, down 10.74 today, taking a bit of a hit. Low of the day, 328.21. Right now, 330.37. So it's $2 off the low of the day. It was down 12.75, now down 10.75. Bit much for today, but the stock's had a pretty good 1 month run here, just straight up from the 260 range. A little profit taking is expected from time to time. IBM, 144.20, down $1.97. It was as low as 142.90, now at 144.20. We're up $1.30 from the low so far today, and it is still climbing. It's been climbing since 12:30 this afternoon. From its low of the day of 142.90, it's been climbing ever since. Now at 144.17, trying to kind of come a little higher. The Dow still down 485, meandering along. It did also crater at 12:30. What that was not the low of the day, but it was the most recent low. The big low was this morning at about 10:45. But it is now about, let's see here, about 175 points above its low of the day, 180 points above its low of the day, at down 483. So that's where we're sitting at on the Dow Jones Industrials. All right, and beyond that, we're looking at Microsoft down about 44, Apple down $1.17. Both are higher than the opening this morning. Tesla down $11. That has recovered quite a distance. And there's your majority of your other tech stocks. Taking a peek here at Amazon, up $26 on Amazon, and Google up 31. So sorry, Google down 31. Pardon me, that is wrong. But Amazon is up 26. Facebook is up 20 cents. Facebook just in the last hour started to break even and just inch a little higher than the break even line. Google has not come back to break even, but it has come back a ways from its low of the day. $2,283 is now $23.09. So that's 17 and 8. $25 gain from the low of the day on Google. Still down though, $33. All right. And Amazon, as I said, up $23. It was down to $31.27. It's now $32.13. So that's 90, 85, 90 points from the low. That's quite a run up here. That is a very good gain. Ever since about 10:30 this morning, it popped back up. All right, there you go. The Dow down 498. What will it do in the last hour? Will it stay down? And S&P down 39.9, NASDAQ down 30, oil is up 43 cents, turned around from a loss to a slight gain, and GameStop 149.80 now, approaching $150 very quickly. It's coming straight up to it. Might even take a shot at 150. Needs 15 cents of resistance to go through. We'll see how much there's really there for GameStop. 149.85, 150.27, like butter. There was nothing there. Hot knife through cold butter or warm butter. Nothing for sale at 150 to stop this stock. It just went right through it. 150.12 right now on 4 million volumes so far on the day. Well, that's certainly better looking than this morning, wasn't it? Much better. 650 gain now, 660 gain on GameStop for the day. All right, IPOE 1534, inching a little higher, but not much in the way of conviction here. Still down $1.06 or so on 4 million shares. Hopefully, IPO will catch a late wave, maybe. And it can do that. There are times where IPOE will run up 50 cents in the last 20 minutes, but we'll see what that's got in it today, if any juice or not. Obviously, with IPOE, not everyone is aware of what you and I have been talking about here. What I've been sharing with you, the information on IPOE and SoFi, we are very much aware of the SoFi story. We've been following this. We're learning more about SoFi virtually every day. The street as a whole certainly doesn't know the detail of the SoFi deal that we know. And I'm waiting for a couple of things to click through. Not only, of course, that annual the shareholder meeting to be to approve this deal and all that. That's a fait accompli. But I'm waiting for the banking commission to green light the acquisition of the bank for that bank charter. That to me is a huge deal. It won't mean anything materially to the company as far as the takeover is concerned. That won't make much of a difference. But psychologically and business knowledge-wise, we know, or through me, you probably have figured this out, that once they get that charter, that changes the trajectory of this company dramatically positive. And we have to wait for that to come through and to be announced and released and analyzed and talked about. And we're just early. We know the story now. We're ahead of the market. The shares were at $14.97 last Friday when we got the word that the official date of this deal has been announced. I think it's May 27th. And we're on it. We're well on it, well early, and the rest of the market will catch up. But when they do, and they want to get in on this, the volume demand will be 100 times greater than it is now, and there just won't be enough stock available at these prices, and it'll be long gone from here. Justin, thank you for this donation. Bruce, have you seen the GameStop tweet? I've not seen a GameStop tweet. No. Has anyone got a tweet for me that I should be aware of? I'm kind of busy watching all the market activity, so I don't know what was said. Anybody know? Let me know. Thank you. Thanks, Justin, so much for this. I appreciate this. And for the heads up on the tweet. Does anyone know about the tweet? We're at 149.32 now on the stock as it is consolidating itself. We're getting ready perhaps for another 150 assault. We'll see. IPOE, unfortunately, 15.25 under more pressure. And it is 17 cents away from the low of the day, unfortunately, at this moment in time. We'll follow that. It's a dip of dips today on IPOE for sure. Let's go. Davey says, GameStop holders are going to be stronger than George Costanza on opposite day. Right on. Tony just sent me a message. Thanks, Tony. Let's see if we can get this up here. Let me take a look for this. Let's see. Is that it right there? Got a tweet popping up here. Been away for the past few months. What did I miss? GameStop. I've got an astronaut sitting on the moon. Sitting on a moon in a lounger with a bottle of beer with his feet up on on an ottoman. Alrighty. Yep. That's pretty good. I like that. I like the imagery of an astronaut on the moon with his feet up. What did I miss? This is a GameStop tweet right here. What did I miss? I like that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Oh, that's great. Awesome. Tony, thanks, buddy. Tony's alive and well. You see, Tony's around. Justin Kuehler, thank you, Justin, for becoming a member of this channel. The newest, greatest, latest member of this channel has just joined us, and we're at 149.21 on the stock. Maybe that's why the stock has been inching up this afternoon. People are thinking, astronaut on the moon, GameStop, put one and one together. What do you think? That's kind of fun. And I can't say as to who popped that up there. I don't know who's. That's a GameStop tweet. That's a tweet from GameStop itself. All right. 1,955 retweets, 9,700 likes. It's liked. It's being followed by everybody. So fantastic. We like that. Okay. We'll take it to the moon. How about that? Let's just go to the moon with this thing. 1523 on IPO East, 149.33 now on GameStop, inching a little higher. All right, Justin, welcome to the gang. Thank you for joining us today, and we're glad you're here. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. GameStop trolling. There you go. All right. Daddy Elon is going to put Ryan Cohen in a spaceship, and they're going to be waiting for us. There you go. What's up, Justin? Welcome to the Bagel family. There you go. Right on. GameStop was also liking replies, even the old ones. And here we go. This GameStop experience situation has just been an awesome experience. I'm just grateful to be a small part of it. And bigger is better. And go big or go home. There you go. 149.47 on the GameStop again. A little bit better, up 6 1/4 for 149.48. Dow down 516, unfortunately. S&P down 42, Nasdaq down 37. Lots of pressure on the Dow side. It is down 1.4% though. Keep that in mind. It's only 1.4%. And the shares under pressure on the Dow. Let me just take a look here. The shares that are not doing the best right now. Let me take a look here. I wanted to double check this. Yeah, we only have three gainers on the Dow today. Salesforce, Nike, and Amgen. And even Salesforce is up $1, Nike up $0.25, Amgen up 7 cents. Then the Dow Chemical Company down 15 cents, Visa down 88, Procter & Gamble down 83. Then we have Microsoft and Cisco. The percentage losers are from low to high would be Dow, Visa, Procter & Gamble, Microsoft, Cisco, Merck, Apple, Johnson & Johnson. Those are all down less than 1% on the day. The worst performers on the Dow, 2% or more, Goldman Sachs, Chevron, American Express, Travelers, and Home Depot. And Home Depot all day has been down the worst. Dollars, 1071, percentage, 3.1%. And that's what we've got at the moment on the Dow Jones Industrials. We're just finding it. It just cannot seem to get any legs. It just cannot seem to be able to find an up wave here. It's 200 points better than the low of the day, but it is not getting the push to really bring it on. That's what we're showing right now on the Dow Jones Industrials. Okay, 149.67 on GameStop as we are approaching 149.92 as we're approaching 150 again on GameStop. Might take another shot here, 149.92 or so. Wouldn't surprise me if it takes another run at 150, maybe goes through it. We'll see. And 1524 on IPOE right now. Okay. Where am I here? Here we are. Comments. Thank you, everybody. Any questions anywhere? Let's see. Take a peek here. Thank you, everybody, for popping in to see me and checking out this last hour with me. What else have we got here? There was talk about the Apple. Why is it under pressure? It looked worse earlier today than it is now. Apple at one point today was down to 122.78. That was right on the opening. Now Apple is closing in at 125.98. So we've got a $3.20 recovery, down only 87 cents on Apple. So the way Apple is running at the moment, it might have an up day. We still have 40 minutes to go. Apple may yet go positive, and that would make a lot of put some frustration out there for some people because I'm sure they were hoping for an even better deal on this thing. It's just not giving up much ground. It was in the 133 to 135 range just a few days ago. Now at 126, that's a $10 drop. You're not going to get much more than that on a company firing on all cylinders with reports, with earnings that are just coming on. So don't be expecting a big drop off. 150 on GameStop. We just hit 150 again on GameStop shares. 150.08. Now up 686 on the session on GameStop. Nice to see. And the Dow down 442, a little better at the moment. S&P down 33. The Nasdaq just went positive. The Nasdaq is up 1.4, just gained 35 points in like 3 minutes. It's now positive by 1.1 points, and that is got to be definitely got to be the large FANG stocks. I'm going to take another peek here. Home Depot now down only 981. International Business Machine down only 188. Microsoft down $1.15. $1.13 on Microsoft, only down 87 cents on Apple. So both of those shares could turn the corner. Over at Amazon up $34, Facebook up 54 cents, Google down $30. And over here on the other FANG stocks, we have, why am I having trouble finding this today? Must be getting old. Let's take a look here. Where are we? Yeah, there was Google, there's Facebook. Amazon, yeah, we've done that. Okay, they're mixed, and there's definitely positive energy coming into this market here. Definitely on NASDAQ. And of course, as I speak, it's gone negative. It's down 350, down 3.5, down 3.5 points on NASDAQ. It's just jumping about. Okay, 150.07 on your GameStop. Did anyone buy any at a bargain today? How many people bought GameStop cheap? And is anyone picking up IPOE down here in this low 15s? Let's see here. Glad I bought some. I bought a bunch at 139.69. Nice move on the GameStop. If you pull that one off, hitting at 136.50 today. This 150 quote looks really good now, doesn't it? Fantastic. Very well done. Fun times riding this roller coaster with this crew, says Lance. Absolutely. The green fro is working. It must be all the Carlsberg, Uncle Bruce. I'm a little foggy too. Bought some at 144.69, I think Lance is saying. And video vandal. I'm all out of powder. Hey, Bruce, some educational question. Are you aware of the negative beta value of GameStop or stocks in general, and could explain what that actually means? Nope, can't explain that. I'm not into the technicals like in that depth. It's just not it just never appealed to me, and I really don't pay attention to it. It's something I can't tell you about. Sorry to say. Let's see here. Snagged at 136.50, says Tony. And hang on here. What we got here? Green Gruff, only 6 today at 138. I have a little more cash for a few more, but I thought I would wait and see. Bruce, I bought 5 more GameStop and 30 IPOE to add to my small holdings. L4G, I got 10 more at 138.97. This is a stock that's not coming back, kids. It's going to be available at much higher prices. Krista, game at 140 and IPO at 15.10. GameStop right now 149.87 and IPOE at 15.18 at the moment. Just got another 65 IPOE. Happy camper, well done. And Bruce, which IPOE calls look good? I'm not looking at the options chain, so I can't help you there. But you would want to get them at the end of the year or later. If you can pick off 16s, 17s, 1750s, 18s, 19s, 20s, there should be some good buys there. I bought GameStop 139.48 today. Beautiful job. Colin, negative beta means that if the overall market is up, the individual stock is down, and vice versa. Tons of powder at 15.20. Sorry, link, but decent info and breakdown. Let's see. I'm not grabbing any IPOE down here because I went all in at 1687. Confused. Time to just watch and wait. There it is. Watch and wait. And we're back to 1522. She just popped a couple of pennies. 149.31 on GameStop now. The Dow still showing a loss of 447. Not much of a recovery going on at the moment. But NASDAQ is up 1.3 points again, and S&P down 32.7. That's what we have at the moment right now. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, who cares? Says you care about the financials instead of the day trading data and line drawing. It's appreciated. That's kind of my style. Yeah, I do. I just I'm not a technical specialist. Never was. And although I like momentum, I will watch for momentum, intraday momentum. I'll look for that, sure. But yeah, other than that, not so much. AMC 10.08 up 35 cents. Still climbing from about 3:15 this afternoon, when it was in this what was it, in around 901 range. Is that even accurate? No, that's not right. Sorry, folks. I'm looking at the wrong chart. Speaking of not reading charts, AMC is up 10 at 10.08. It had reached about 10.18 a little while ago, but it's given up a dime. Still have 34 minutes to go in the day, though, so we'll keep an eye on that. 44.9 million on AMC. Okay, back to the markets here. All righty. And the NASDAQ now is up 17 points. The NASDAQ now just got a shot, and it popped up again. It was down 35 points about 15, 20 minutes ago, so it's now up about 45, 50 points in the last 15, 20 minutes. So the NASDAQ is definitely moving higher. More issues are turning positive and are getting a more buying momentum. Coming back into taking a look here, Organic Vectors up 67 cents. Home Depot still down 9.81. Microsoft down only 85 cents. Apple down 69 cents and coming on. And over here on Amazon up now $42.69, the high of the day, it looks like. Facebook up 83 cents. Google down $30 at the moment on the market at this point in time. Okay. All right. Okay. Those are the fangs right now. Okay. 149.40 on GameStop. Okay. All right. The Chaz says, "Good evening, fellow nieces and nephews. Glad to see you survived Mother's Day, Uncle Bruce. I'm alive and well. I bruise though from the inside. I don't bruise from the outside. I bruise from the inside. But I'm good. I'm so happy with GameStop tweet. I'm crying. Says Dober Mama. Colin, observe thyself. Add beer and nachos regularly with occasional whiskey keeps the fro manageable. There you go." Yeah, okay. I'm buying all these dips. Still all is down. Don't get this week in stonks. Did someone say nachos? As Lance is asking. My wife won't let me buy anymore right now. If it goes much lower, I think I may have to poke the bear and buy more of it. The stock market went drinking all night last night, and it's just a hangover today. 149.01 on GameStop, 149.11 now. And 15.20 on IPOE. We have about 32 minutes left to go. GameStop tweet is now my desktop background, and it's just so beautiful. Oh, man. Wally's World says, double the pleasure, double the fun. That is double fro num. Don't change a thing. Observe thyself, calm dangerously, and fro guild. No. What did I miss? What tweet? Handsome probably just counted up the proxy votes, and they know we'll all be driving beer to the moon very soon. Let's see. Hang on here. Here we go. If two people met and fell in love on this chat, would it be incest because we're all nieces and nephews of Bruce and Jet? Oh man. GameStop Saturday sat waiting on the moon for all of us, and my wife gave me the cash to deposit into the bank. Really having a hard time not buying more stocks. Oh man. Cameron Mirza got my Uncle Bruce cell phone amplifier today. I'm very happy. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear. Let me know when you get yours. We sent a bunch of them out last week. Jen and I went to the post office and did a huge shipment of these fantastic cell phone amplifiers. Let me know when you get yours, and let me know how they're working for you. Tony, after the Sheila incident, he's been giving me the silent treatment. trying to make 150. We're still hanging around there now, 148.97 right now. We have a little pullback here, waiting and seeing what's going on. The NASDAQ still up 6 points, and Dow's still down 446. Schwab accepted the direct access request, and now I can avoid the smart routing and go straight to NSDQ or ARCA. Woot woot. Okay, let's see. Tesla's about to go green after being down $50 earlier, apparently. Tesla, let's take a look. That stock is $459. Just took a shot. Yeah, it's coming closer. Low of the day, $595 a share, now at $624. So a $29 turnaround on the day today. And it is now down $452. So it has come back quite a distance for sure. Let's see. We got rockets going to the moon here. Let's go VGAC and IPOE to the moon, please. Let's see. Bruising from the inside. Are you an avocado? An avocado bagel toast. Uncle Dad. We got through this Red Tuesday well. We know what we know. To the moon we will go. There you go. Someone very giddy assumed control over GameStop's tweeting. Ryan, hello. Sorry if you already talked about this and I missed it, but is there news about IPOE? There's nothing official today. Nothing was said official. The shares are still finding themselves out here. Remember, a lot of some of the market participants out there are very familiar with the SoFi IPO deal. More are learning about it probably every week. In the next 3 weeks, the world will know about it. But at this moment in time, IPOE is not easily associated with SoFi, unless you're really following the SoFi IPO merger story. And so the IPOE goes through these waves, and as of Friday night, when the shares went from $14.97 to $16.50, and then in the aftermarket up to $17, and then yesterday when the shares were the $16 to $17 all day long, we were figuring around here that it could be that they might go to 18, 19, today or tomorrow. But surprise, surprise, the market had a terrible day today on the opening with the Dow down as it was. But it's not a universal sell-off all over the place, and now we have these mixed currents going on here. And so IPOE today is down $1.18 from that run that we had on Friday night, yesterday all day, and now here we are today. And that's where we're at, 15.19 on IPOE, waiting for just the deadline day. Today's the 11th of May. The 27th is the day, or the 24th is the day the merger is voted on and accepted, and we start trading within a few days after that. I think June 1 is the first day the stock trades as SoFi. So these are the last 3 weeks, but between now and then, I don't think these shares are going to be around this level much longer. I don't think so. I think that as this gets really close, this will start to react, and that reaction might be 40, 50, 60 cents a day for a few days, kind of get into that 16, 17, 18 range. Remember, these shares were $28 already way back when they announced the deal. The stock has been much higher than this. But these are the last of the dog days for IPOE. These are the last chances for you guys. Get your hands on some stock, but also consider getting your hands on some call contracts and give yourself some leverage on this deal. And if you can scoop up anything like $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20 contracts, cheap enough that are 6 months out or longer, I'd encourage you to look into that very closely. That might be what you might want to be doing here to give yourself some real leverage on this stock's potential movement. If it reaches $25 to $30, June, July, August, and you've got contracts till into the end of the year and beyond, you're going to be very happy campers, and that's what I like to have on this channel. Very happy campers who watch my channel. Anyway, there you go. Bruce, if 2 people fell in love and got married through this channel, would you go to the wedding? Oh, God. I'm not answering that. I'll cross that bridge when we'll do. It depends who it is. Have you been well-behaved members of the channel? Are you rabble rousers? I may not want to be at your party. I don't want to insult anybody. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm getting into here. Of course, it's not my call. I'm told what to do by somebody else who's just over there. So, don't ask me. Anyway, Cam Haynes, Derek, me too. Put my wife's tax rebate into GameStop. Keep it on the down low, though. Derek, I've been in the doghouse ever since I took Bruce's advice for Mother's Day. Figured the greatest of all time would keep me warm. Uncle Bruce, did you see Elon Musk's tweet about moving Corp headquarters to Texas? I have not. GameStop should get their first numbers on how many votes are in so far. Maybe if the wedding is on a cruise ship. You sneak that one in there. Derek, what is this? Laughing out loud. Go to GameStop website, focus on the proxy voting specifics. Let's see. What else is going on here? Uncle Bruce, let's assume we all go to the moon. When that happens, what flavor cheese do you hope the moon is made of? These are all very intelligent questions. Deep thoughts with Jack Handy kind of questions. I agree with that. GameStop, they're breaking our heart. 147.76 right now, backing off a little bit. We need GameStop to turn it around and break through 150 here. But it's 147.70, 147.89 right now. All right. Buy the Go to share too. Jack Bauer, right. Hi again, everybody from Ji Kang Zhao. How you doing, G? Derek, she likes carrots, celery, and baby belly rubs. Be good to her. Hi, G. Let's see. Colin Dangerously, I'm nervous if I see you on the cruise and have a good game slap. That might be observe myself and I end up in trouble. I don't know what this means. J Ray, Derek, what is a good start to learn about? What is a good start to learn about call contracts? I'm not even sure what that question actually means, and I don't know if I want to go there. 147.61 on GameStop. Okay. I just got my proxy vote information for IPOE merger. Right on. You want to vote for the merger. That would be a good idea. How do you do calls on Fidelity? That I can't help you with over from here. IPOE January 15 calls at $3. That's expensive. You might want to look at 16s or 17s. Maybe you can get them for a lot less and control 100 shares for a lot less money, or 200 shares or 300, however you're going to get. That's a lot of premium. On Fidelity, I had to apply to ask call options. I've got 1,500. I'm going to throw at that. Right on. Let's go. Everyone's happy, laughing out loud. What are we doing here? Depends on who it is. Happy camping is the only way. Depends on who it is. Oh, they're reacting to my comment. Yeah, who's getting married here? Which two of you are you? That's what I want to know. Yeah, that's right. Cam, Colin, Dangerously, cheese curds. I will bring fries and gravy and make poutine when we get there. Alrighty, back to 147.77 on GameStop at the moment. We're into the final 22 minutes now. The Dow down again, 549. It's not having a turnaround here. S&P down 46. NASDAQ now down 43. So it was up 20. Now it's down 43 in 10 minutes. So there is volatility here coming into this market. The question is, will that run its way right to the bell, and then tomorrow morning in the pre-market? Let's see how things start off. But once in a while, you just need a good sell-off to kind of rinse your mouth and just clean it out. We'll see. IPOE just popped a little bit, 15.25. May have just jumped a tad, but we're not sure. We'll watch for that. It's capable of jumping in the last few minutes. It has done this in the past. We'll see if it does anything today. 147.03 on GameStop, still up 381 on the day. Jay Ray, what don't we know? Is there some tasty looking leaps on IPO too? What are your thoughts on leaps for 2022 on the IPO, etc. Uncle Bruce? Not familiar with the leaps very much. Options is what I follow. That I'll have to do some research on because I'm just not familiar with the leaps. Steve, there is news about IPO regarding a new SPAC they invested in. Don't know about this. Let's see. Also not well behaved. The rabble rousers will probably have the best party. Just saying. Bruce, since when are you attentive to the GameStop? Since when are you attentive to GameStop stock? And do you still know why at all? What? Bruce, since when are you attentive? And what are you asking me? I've been watching this since last June. I'm not. you're losing me here. Maybe I'm getting old. After dinner mint it is. Can a short covering technique be to sell off the pumps like this and use the gains to rebuy the suppressed price? Not perfect, but complete loss, right? Can a short covering technique be to sell off the pumps like this? So when the stock goes up, you sell into it, and then when it comes back, you buy it at a price not perfect. Again, I'm having trouble with you guys on these questions. There are day traders that could have sold GameStop 15 minutes ago at $150 a share, and they could be buying them back right now at $146.98. That is normal, a normal business. But it could have happened that 20 minutes before then, there were day traders buying at $148 and selling at $150. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I hope you guys know this. I hope I'm answering these questions properly. Hope I'm understanding your questions, because I'm having trouble figuring out these questions. If we all took a cruise with Uncle Bruce, we could say we were traveling together in our family, we would need to wear masks, right? Good afternoon. Did I miss the discussion about Kramer now writing positive on games? No one has said a word about Kramer that I'm aware of, unless I've missed all these conversations. Junkie Bell, an IPOE 121.22 call, a $21 2022 call for 22.50 strike is about $1. Okay, hang on. An IPOE January 21st, 2022 call at strike price 22.50 is about $1.70. So they are not cheap, right? Okay, so you're buying a 1.5 year at least contract. You're buying a lot of time. 22.50. So you need the stock to go up $7.50 a share, roughly $7.40 a share, just to be at the strike price. But you've got a year and a half to make this happen. So I'll grant you that. I guess I'll put it to you this way: if in the next 3 months the shares were to reach $20, not even $22.50, just $3, $20, that contract would be worth about $4. You'll probably more than double your money. Because the thinking then is, well, they're only $2.50 away from strike price, and they still have a year and a half to go. So there will be a high premium on these contracts. But a year from now, the premium will be half, and a year and a half from now, they'll really, virtually be gone. But if the shares were to reach $30 between now and, say, August, for just a day, they would be worth $7.50 plus premiums. They would probably be worth about $11, and so you would make about 5-6 times your money, something like that. You'd be about 6 times your money. You might be better off grabbing closer in calls. Don't go out to 2022. Buy something that expires maybe in January to June of 2021, and maybe you can get a $20 call for the same price. So you're $2.50 closer into the money, or more, and for the same kind of cash. That might be a strategy. I would like to think that many of us walk the fine line of good and evil in this chat. I'm wondering that might be true. You might be right on that. 146.98 on the GameStop shares right now. 146. Okay, and 147 now. Dow down 550. S&P down 45. Nasdaq down 39. That's what we have. Even better, instead of the preacher being married by RC himself while on a cruise. Especially let the longs pump the money and they skim off the top. Especially let the longs pump the money and skim off the top. I don't know what you're talking about. Changing my name to Rabble Rouser shortly. Krista, on Fidelity, apply for it on the website or in a browser. Okay, my cat goes bananas when I sing the theme to the Love Boat. On Fidelity, you need to apply to do options. That's right. Oh my gosh, the market is giving me a headache. Carlos, usually you got to upgrade your account to different levels of options trading. The risk is higher, so they want you to agree to terms that you will surely not read anyway. That's true. 146.98 to 147 right now on the stock. IPOE 1520, the Dow down 540. We have 15 minutes to go. Scott Coleman, thank you for your donation to this channel through PayPal. yet again. I appreciate it so much, as does Jen. You have a wonderful, wonderful day over there in the UK. Let's see. Leon, if I don't know what I'm talking about, then I apologize. It's okay, Leon. Keep asking, but try to just help. Just bear with me as I try to understand these questions. Sometimes the wording on some of these questions, I don't get it. I don't know what's quite being asked of me, and I don't want to misspeak. Tony, I love all furry animals. There you go. Barry has been in the doghouse since Monday. He can't talk, just bark and paw. Only way for him to get out of his cards, Visa or MasterCard accepted. All right. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, man. If somebody has a big short position, somebody's got a big short position, could they just put on pants and cover their shorts? True. If you do have a short position, I guess you could put your pants on and, try to cover it up. Good luck with that. All right. Y'all been drinking? Kayla's asking. Kayla. Yeah, that could be it. So, hey, Bruce. So, IPOE GHVI is a great deal now, but isn't SoFi and Matterport also good to invest in regularly post-merger? Wouldn't it be good to buy a lot now at these low prices and also regularly invest? Yeah, look, okay, IPOE is going to become SoFi. Gore Holdings is going to become Matterport. And you folks out there, like myself, will watch what happens with the shares and will monitor, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else. I'm of the opinion, and I just have the gut feel that by the time the mergers are completed and through the first few weeks of the completed thing, there will be so much new awareness and discovery of Matterport and SoFi by a lot of investors globally who do not know now anything about these companies, that they will want to become investors in these stocks too. And I believe that it is highly likely that a number of stock analysts and a lot of bloggers and vloggers will start to talk about these companies going forward, and follow them and rate them and guesstimate their upside potential and all of that. These companies will start coming up with their financials, being operating companies. They're both quite active operating corporations. They're going to be filing financials. Analysts will be reviewing the financials. Analysts will be predicting future performance. And so out come the predictions and upgrades and what have you. And that could move your market dramatically. And all I've always been thinking about, is if you can get into these SPACs while they're down here before they're known to the entire investing planet, I think you could do rather nicely. I haven't been talking about the fact that you might buy and sell them afterward. You may well want to do that. And I'll be covering them for a while after they merge, of course. You may find, though, some of you may find that what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to perhaps write call options against your new companies, Matterport, SoFi, 23andMe, and others. You may want to start writing call options on those shares as an income draw. And, if you're trading at $35 a share and you're offering 38s for a month, and you can bring in, say, $2.50, $3 on a share, and you pay $10 to get this stuff, or 11 or 10.50 or 12 or whatever they traded at, that's a nice return on your original investment every month or two. You see what I'm getting at? So a healthy return to hold a winning position and keep it generating revenue for you guys. And some of you folks, I think some of you are beginning to realize, I know that on my one-on-ones, you're definitely getting it. You're figuring it out, where I say, well, you have 1,000 shares of some of these SPACs, you're going to be writing 10 contracts on each of these. Now, if you've got 5,000 shares of these SPACs, this is just a generic example, and it's just an example. But if some of you have 5,000 shares of these SPACs in a variety through your personal holdings into your 401ks, your Roth IRA, and you're writing contracts that are bringing in $250 per share per month, and you get 5,000 shares, you're bringing in $12,500 a month in option premium revenue, and you're monitoring it closely to make moves. If you clear 8 to 10,000 a month net income off of these contracts on an average basis, because sometimes you buy some back and roll them over and all this sort of stuff. Some of you have figured out. You've mentioned it to me, saying, "What am I working for? Why do I have a day job? If I can bring in 8,000 a month net into my portfolio that I'm controlling for my house, why do I have a job? What am I going back to I'm going back to the office to make what? 40,000 a year, 60,000 a year. I'm making 100,000 a year for my house because I invested in these stocks when they were early on, new SPACs. They graduated into a merger. They've done this. I'm now writing contracts up here. What's my overhead to be in this business? I'm at home. I've got my internet. I've got my computer. I've got my phone. I can go to the grocery store and keep an eye on my portfolio. I can go to see my grandmother and keep an eye on my portfolio. When I'm able to travel again and I go to Hawaii for 2 weeks with the fam or my wife or my husband or whatever, I can do my trading over there with my phone. I can take my laptop. I'm in business wherever I am, and I'm in the business of writing contracts now against my portfolio that has gone up in value because I was watching Uncle Bruce found these SPACs. They made their deals, and that's how I got to where I'm getting. And a number of you are figuring out, you're not that far away from being able to be self-employed, being your own portfolio managers. You don't need to manage $10 million to live and be self-reliant on your own investments. You don't need that kind of capital. And this is beginning to sink in with some of you folks. And I'm trying to educate you on your possibilities. And that's why these one-on-one sessions are so important to kind of go over this and say, hey, have you thought about the fact that you could be doing this? You might only be a few months away from this kind of an existence. If you want it, I don't know. How about a Bruce cruise? Here we go. Kramer had a lengthy article on Real Money. We'll be talking GameStop tonight, I think. Oh, that's good. I thought a leap was just a long-term call contract. Depending on your platform, you can sell calls against them. I got to dig into this. Derek, now that would be hilarious. Kramer eats bagels plain and barely toasted. RN right now, all these terms. Half year, Bruce, not 1.5 years. Bruce, it's 2021, haha. Oh, that's true. Welcome to 21. This virus, hasn't it screwed us all up one way or another? 146.72 on GameStop, up 350. The Dow is down 474. We've got 7 minutes to go. S&P down 35. NASDAQ only down 6. Coming on again at the end here. That's what's happening. Bruce, if the market's doing what it's doing, can you give some insight? What do you think the mental state is over at the hedge funds, putz brigades? Are they scheming or still licking their wounds? They're busy, always watching. They're not crying in the corner. They're aggressively trading, whatever they're doing. Do not underestimate these people. But it is possible that a lot of shares are being carried naked through many instruments, derivative type instruments, and the day will come where they will regret being short this stock in any way, shape, or form. That's just my guess. That's a leap, like simulating owning stock again. Half a year, not a year and a half. 7 months, not 2023. Double the price. 9.5 months stock. Bruce, guess, if these SPACs really do take off, why bother to invest in blue chips? Apple might get you 70% gain, but these SPACs might get you 500 to 1,000 gain long term. Well, that's right. That's true. It's possible. Sometimes a mix of both is a good way to go. Make sure you look at all the Greeks on the leaps. Okay, 8 months stock. TB, can you discuss butterfly spreads with option contracts? Nope. Different options, different maturity strikes, targets, but nope, can't do that. Not an option specialist in that to that degree. Can't do it. But you can look that up on Google. You can look that kind of stuff up on Google. Just enter the term, and you can read it all up. Funky Bell, thank you. Yes, you can always flip it later. Selling 21 May 15 puts on IBOE for 85 cents. Selling puts, 15 puts on IBOE at 85 cents. May, what was that again? May 15. Oh, I see. Oh, interesting. Expiring this Friday. 85 cents. Interesting. Stummers with Bruce. Entities that are short sells. What entities that are short shares sell the 150 price, buy the 137 dip, and use the 13 difference to cover their shorts over time without a squeeze. Is that clearer? Okay, so yeah, you can sell at 150, buy at 137. You made a $13 profit, and if you can do that enough, I'm still. Are they short already? Other stock? Are they short at 50? And now they're doing this as well? Is that what you're intimating to me? They can do this, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do this. They're always trying to make money on these contracts, on these options, on these shares, anywhere and everywhere they can. Wherever the stock wants to trade at, they'll be there. But at the end of the day, they are short a certain amount of stock, and they have to cover it. I guess if you're short 1 million shares at 50 and you can flip 10,000 shares between 150 and 137 and make $13,000 on 10,000 shares, great, but that doesn't fix your 1 million share problem. It brings you some more money to cover it a bit, or it'll bring you 13,000 against the loss. But if you're down $100 a share on 1 million shares, you're down 100 million, right? If it's 100,000, you're down, 10 million. Again, I'm trying to understand this comment. Leon, it's good though. Leon, it's okay. You just keep giving to me. This is 2021, Uncle Bruce. I appreciate that. Thank you. Bruce doesn't know what year it is. I don't. I don't. What year is this? 1976. Am I 20 again? Oh man. Did someone say hot tub? Oh yeah. Maybe his blood sugar is low. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm losing it. Anyway, we're coming into the bell. 2 minutes to go. 3 minutes, 4 seconds. There we go. According to CNBC, if that's up to date. And we're at 146.31 on GameStop right now. We're at 15.14 on IPOE. We're not getting any late rally whatsoever at this point from what I can tell you here. Let's see. This is a good one. I sometimes see comments on other channels asking about things using big words and all these technical terms, and I wonder to myself, are they just making these things up to sound smart? Discuss. Yeah, exactly. Discuss amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Complicated technical words. Go ahead. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. What else is going on? This oil pipeline thing. Would you pay the ransom money for an oil pipeline? You know what I would do if I wish I could. I would send a James Bond kind of character to get these guys. That's what I would do. Don't you think that's how they would do it in the movies? You'd send a Steven Seagal guy or a Pierce Brosnan 007 kind of character, deep undercover, and infiltrate this group and then just screw it all up. You got to wonder. But you got to wonder, while we're talking about this here, in the real world, what is happening is that there already are certain people inside these groups already that are already infiltrating them and just getting them set up for a huge takedown, technical or an arrest or something. But sooner or later, there'll be something. But man, what a mess in the meantime. Anyway. Let's go here. Continuing on. Thank you, everybody, so much. 146.34. We're down to the last minute and a bit here. 1:15 to go. The volatility index is up to 2154. It was around 1718 the other day. And let's go. And let's see. Right now, the shorts have two big problems: that they will not have pants big enough to cover them. There you go. They paid the ransom because their insurance company will pay them back. It's more profitable to pay them to keep the oil not flowing. Let's go. I look forward to Matterport's new transporter technology. Beam me up, Scotty. And some ape suggested GameStop could do a buyback in order to reduce the float and initiate a squeeze. Is there any logistical reason for that? They just sold 3.5 million shares. It would be illegal, right? Wouldn't be illegal. They could do it, but they would not do it. No. Not going to do it. David, thank you, David, for this donation. Question about IPOE. What happens to all call options in case of a buyout? I understand it may be very different if you are in the money versus out of the money. Would you have to exercise to get the most value? You'll end up with the book value on your contract. So if the buyout is effective on a set date, those contracts will expire on that set date, and you'll settle out at book value between market maker or whoever is short the calls, whoever wrote them versus who's long. One way or the other, it'll be all evened out, whether it's exercised and then delivered, or it's just flattened out. That's how it is done. It's such a rarity. You're talking about a 1 in a million thing, but it occasionally, rarely happens, but it does happen. But they always find a way to settle all that out. We're done. We're closing out here. I think we're finished on the day. IPOE closed at 15.16 on the market, and it's at 15.19 on the aftermarket. GameStop closed at 146.77, and it's at 146.61 on the aftermarket. Volume of 4.6 million. AMC closed at 10.06. It's 10.06 on the aftermarket. It traded 48 plus million shares today. The Dow closed out, it looks like at 472 loss. S&P down 36, NASDAQ only down 12 points. And so the big FANG stocks looked like most of the technical, like the high-tech stocks did not have a bad day as far as the index is concerned. Individually, that's another matter. Okay. Carlos M. I bought back GameStop CC covered call I sold, hoping for a $50 spike tomorrow. There you go. If you bought back covered calls today, well done. You took advantage of a nice dip earlier today. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. That is one way to do this. How come, Bruce? How come there seems to be resistance still when GameStop is supposedly on the SSR? Well, keep in mind, the stock was on the SSR all day today, and they were down this morning to the 136 range, 140 range. And for the rest of the day, look what the stock did. It recovered back to the 142 range and then went up to the 145, 47 range, touched 150 today. We have an up day. It's not the greatest of all time, but it's up 355 on the day. The Dow dropped 471 points. It's not a bad day. I keep everything in perspective. The rest of the market did not do so well in New York. Ashley, because you're awesome. Thank you. Resistance at 158, they say. I'm not risk averse to doing a covered call on GameStop. They paid the ransom. What the hey? Prepare for future shenanigans. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't say if that's true. PC load letter. What the heck does that mean? I don't know. Just pulled a trigger on more IPOE. Well done, Drew, says Observe. Okay, I got you. Easy to get the SPACs cheap now in order to have 100 plus shares to do options. Yes, that's correct. Also, there are folks who are picking up 300 shares, 400 shares, 500 shares. If you end up with 500 shares of a SPAC, that costs you, let's say $5,000, $10 a share, approximately. But they go to 30, and you're writing $32, $33 contracts. Now you have $15,000 worth of stock, right? You're writing call contracts 5 at a time at, say, $2 a share. You're writing $1,000 worth of calls. And if that's over a 4-week time frame, you can bring in $1,000. Thank you very much. It helps towards whatever, right? On the other hand, if you have been able to acquire 5 times that many shares, 2,500 shares, 500 of each one, like 5 different ones, or all one, doesn't matter. You now can write 25 calls at a time, and you can write them between, say, $2 and $3 a contract. You're bringing in between $5,000 and $7,500 per month in option premium. And if 90% of that is your money because you buy back a few at the very end for like a 50 cents as they die out, if you can generate, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month revenue from an option writing program like that on a consistent monthly basis, you may find yourself not working full-time anymore. You might find yourself working part-time from home and full-time on your investments as you're building up your investment account. If you have been saving for years and years and years, and you have a 401k and a Roth IRA, and you're sitting on $150,000 of assets, and you're able to write contracts against that those assets. And they might be a variety of stocks, but if these are stocks that you can get a decent premium out of, you might bring in enough capital where you're sitting back going, I'm bringing in more money per month than I make when I work. And at that point, you might go, well, if I can bring in 10 a month, and I can live on 4 or 5, I'm still adding 4 or 5,000 a month to my portfolio, and making a living. What do I need to be schlepping for this boss for anymore? Especially if you're out of the house. If you can work in the house, you can keep working in the house and manage your affairs at the same time. More power to you. You got the best of everything. But if you are, traveling in your car to get to work and you're 12 hours there, you get home and you're exhausted, you have no time to do this on the side. But if you can do this instead of that and make more doing this, you have a life. This changes everything, because you can take a day off by not doing anything at one point, or you can say, I've written my calls. They expire 2 weeks from now. And for today, it's a beautiful, gorgeous day. I'm going for a bike ride. I'm going for a walk. I'm going out to visit friends, or I'm going to a club to do a workout and have a steam bath and get a massage and just take care of myself. And I'm going to monitor my investments on my phone in between those sessions. And this is my new world. This is my new existence. Think about that. Would you rather do that or work? David. Welcome, David, to the channel as a brand new member. I'm glad you joined us. Honored to have you here to join the gang that's already around. A bunch of folks will probably welcome you in here and enjoy the emojis. And I hope you're having fun, and I hope you enjoy what it is we talk about. Carlos, it's not really risk if you're selling covered calls a little ways out in a high strike for good premium on these huge spikes. I agree. It is a conservative strategy. Hedge funds and pension funds do it all the time. Mutual funds do. Leon, a technique is to have Robinhood post the collective sales of the shares whenever they want. All the trading is in deep pools. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but whatever. Ona, they paid the ransom and then dumped the problem on the president's lap, so he has to figure out how to stop it now. Okay. Welcome, David. David, welcome. Everyone's welcoming David right now. Welcome, guys. David is saying thank you, Derek. I heard on the radio that why the face has been changed to what the Florida. Welcome, David. Okay, there's David. I've been lurking here for a while. I'm glad to be able to chat now. Right on, Dave. Nice to have you here. That is too smart and slow. We want moon tomorrow. That's right. We don't want to make money every month for the rest of our lives. We want to get rich instantly. I want the lottery win and the heck with it. There you go. You, David. I had my hair done. David, I used to be a lurker. Now I'm not allowed within a good distance. Eddie, I heard on the news the hackers said they are not political, just in for the money. I thought, well, buy GameStop then. If you're in for the money, go along GameStop. Pick up some IPOE then. If you're really in for the money, there you go. Observe thyself. Ask for a refund. Yeah, I made it for the last 10 minutes. Waiting. Welcome, A-Bomb. Uncle Bruce, I got that. It was like that before the virus. Bruce, is Schitt's Creek near you? No, they actually shot the show, Schitt's Creek, north of Toronto in Ontario. That's Eastern Canada. Nowhere near here. 3,000+ miles away from here, at least. It's a long way away. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, Marcus, what happens when GameStop shareholders vote and there are more votes than actual shares? What are the implications? I do not know. We're going to find out if it happens. It's wait for it. Thumbs up time. 1,600 viewers. Let's go, you guys. Give Bruce thumbs ups. I don't know if I deserve anything. I've been missing questions, and I don't know what year it is. How many thumbs ups do we have here? Let's see what's going on. Looks like 479 now have come in. Thank you. 495. Thank you, guys. I don't know if I deserve any thumbs ups today. I think I'm coming off pretty tired today. Let's go. Oh man, I'm trying, Bruce. I'm trying, Leon. I'm trying. It's okay, Leon. It's all good. It's not your fault. It's not you. It's me. Anyway, am I the only sober one in this chat? Tony wants to know, are all you guys bombed? I don't drink, says Derek. Bruce is trying to explain. They still have to produce those shares. Tony, I don't drink either. Me either. It's bullish, Colin, bearish, Colin. Tony, nah, I'm not. I'm on the straight and narrow with you, buddy. Today, I'm there. Let's do this time warp again, okay? April, I'm sober. James, I shouldn't drink. You said, Kayla, you said January, June 2021 instead of saying 2022. Laugh out loud. See, I don't deserve thumbs ups today. I haven't got my act together. I'm just not doing that well. What do you think about Jim Cramer? I love Jim Cramer. I like him. I just get a kick out of how he gets exasperated on the air and how he gets so frustrated. He just shows emotions. He wears his heart on his sleeve. There's no question about how he's feeling. I just want Jim to not work too hard. I know he works very hard. I would really like to see Jim relax a little more. But I understand you're into it and you love it, and I know he loves what he does, and I like Jim Cramer, and I would love to have Jim join us anytime he wants on this channel. More than welcome. Uncle Bruce is a good sport. Well, thank you, Funky Bell. I try. Oh man. Let's see here. I'm lost in the gray of transfer settlements from my bank. It was $550 yesterday. It's $224 today. Money certainly is in my bank. I have no idea what this is. Leon, Lance, so they could not even cover doing that. I've read a ton of due diligence, but there's so many posts to go through. A few more days stuck in the hood here. SoFi becomes underwriter in IPO e-merger. I'll do that. I'll do it. Let's see here. Steven Seagal is the worst. But he throws a good knife, though. He throws a good knife. Or was that a stunt, man? Anyway, Steven Seagal would steal the oil to paint in his thinning hair. Oh, nobody can get a break on this channel today. Nobody. Chuck Norris, Bruce. Chuck Norris. Completed in the future, but not there yet. Sweet, quite helpful. I don't know what that means either. 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy dingies, 3 ringy dingies. Did you know that Steven Seagal has actually been a cop in Louisiana for 20 years? There's a real world chance that you could go to Jefferson Parish, start a fight, and Steven Seagal could arrest you. Oh, man. Thank you, Chuck Norris. Thank you, Peter. Hackers are really easy to spot. They hang around payphones wearing rollerblades. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Let me get through here. More comments. Oh, my God. Not a horrible day today. Portfolio still green. Most counts are showing like 70 to 90% buying versus selling on GameStop, and with low volume and the float being owned by apes, most likely not enough, but maybe some. All right. Are there still any payphones out there? That's a good question. Let's see here. Tony, April 8th, 16th, my last drink involved handcuffs. It was quite a show. Oh, no. They short the ETFs. Let's see. Mike, DQ says they are rare, but you can still see them. Do you think that VGAC will still do something? I do. Mike, they're unlikely to work. Okay, Francis. Thank you for this €10 donation. Glad I got back in time for the closing show. I got some $135 Apple calls for June 2022. I think that's next year, isn't it? June 2022, right? Because this is May 2021. Just wanted to let you know I know what year it is now because you told me. Sometimes it's nice to buy a money printing press at a discount. Thanks for the tip. There you go. So you bought the $135 Apple calls for June 22. And you're going to make money. Yes, you are. Well done. That's a good move. Apple closed at 125.91. It's 125.80, and you've got 135s until June of next year. I like it. You've got 11, 12, 13 months. The stock goes to 160 between now and the fall. You are in the money. $25. Plus premium. You got a $30 contract on your hand. I don't think you paid $30 for that contract today. Well done. Nicely done. I like it. Okay. I bought 10 more VGAC. You're going to make more money. Simple as that. The more you get now, the more you're going to make later. It's pretty easy, actually. Let's see. I'm trying to be supportive here. Thank you, Conduit and Switch. I appreciate this. You're a good person, or two. And the cats scramble when the cell phone amp dings. Damn, that's nice wood. Oh, Conduit Switch. I'm glad you like it. That's good stuff. Oh man, what is going on here? This is going to be one hell of a cruise. We're going to have one hell of a cruise. Think Miley Cyrus. Ashley, okay, no more drinking. We'll stick to the harder stuff. Laugh out loud. AB. So really, these SPACs are like $9.90, $10 that have an agreed upon merger. Yep. If you can get thousands of them, who cares about moonshots? Just do options. Bring in a full income just on that. Well, you could. I mean, you could buy a lot of options on these stocks for, say, the next. I would go out like 6 months or a year. Pick up 11s or 12s or 13s. Get a lot of leverage, and if you control 5,000 shares or 10,000 shares on options by buying 100 calls, can you buy 100 calls at $40 a call, like 40 cents? Is that right? 40 cents a share, $40. No. You can buy calls at like 15 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents a call, $25 a contract. Yeah, can you buy a couple hundred of them or 100 of them? Can you get $2,500 worth of calls for 25 cents each? And then you've got yourself a 10,000 share hold on stock at, say, $13, and they go to 23, supposedly. Within that time frame, they're worth $10 a pop now, right? So you're taking 25 cents and turning it into $10, 40 times your money, 2,500, $100,000. Congratulations! Remember me. Don't forget me. AB, Marcus Wally. Thank you, AB. Marcus Wally. Uncle B, what happens when there are more votes for GameStop's voting stuff than actually shares due to the naked shorts? Again, Marcus, we don't know. We're really curious to find out for the annual meeting what happens here. How many shares will be voted on for these measures versus how many shares actually exist? That'll be telling, because if the company announces that the votes came in and 150 million shares voted yay and 50 million shares voted nay, the measure carries. The board of directors are brought on, but that's 200 million shares of voting, right? On a 73 million. Well, doesn't that kind of tell you how many shares are out there? That's what I'm really looking forward to, Marcus. I can't wait for this. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to have an effect on the stock. It's going to raise a few questions. Don't know what's going to happen though. Sydney Bull Conduit and Switch. How long did it take to receive yours? Colin Dangerously update. Welcome newbie, says Sharon. Hi Sharon. Again, welcome David. Welcome David. Now, if I write a cash covered put on something, can I buy the same put to cancel it out? Yes, you can. Yes, yeah, anytime. Yes. So if you wrote the put today and you bought it back tomorrow, you're flat. Yeah, you can do that anytime you want. Okay. Gregory Allen, hi there, David. Dave, welcome. Observe this. The last thing I remember was a prolonged engagement with a taser. Thank you all, says Dave. Fergan, laughing out loud. Only 462 thumbs ups for Bruce, they say. That's all there is. It's sad, really. It just is. What are you going to do? Oh my gosh, I skipped a bunch of messages here. I apologize, everybody. Now I'm trying to scramble here. Okay, here we go. I think I found it. Yeah, only 462 thumbs ups. Ashley, dear God, what the Florida? I like that. Why the face? Welcome, David. We're happy you're here. Conduit and the Switch. Sitting Bullets on my TV. It's on my TV. Uncle Bruce has his phone in one behind cam. I'm sure. Conspiracy theory I have. Ashley, I have many layers, my friends. Oh no, Ashley, Derek Johnson. Yep, Fun and Son. Pyromania. I need GameStop to pop, so I can tank it all into another long shot, expecting to take my seat next to Warren Buffett. No idea how somebody gets so rich off of Buffett, but just shows how awesome Warren is. There you go. I want to learn more about making an income writing call contracts. I'm available for 1 hour sessions Saturdays and Sundays. There's what a lot of us do. You can do that. Derek, because we need an hour. Ashley, you know how to party. Damn, partying with the tasers. Sydneyville Conduit and Switch. My wife checking the credit card bill saw the PayPal for $60 or so and asked me, what the heck is that all about? I explained I was ordering a high-tech cell phone amplifier. Wink, wink. That's what that was. You see, now high-tech. Soon she'll see a hunk of wood sitting around the house like this one. What the hell is that? Gregory, good for you for keeping it going on a boring day in the market. Colin, you're doing great, Bruce. It's Tuesday. Ashley, J. Ray Experience. Andre Romanoff, thank you, Andre, for this donation. $19. I think you're my biggest donation today. You're the big one. You're number one right now. Bruce, you're the best. Your advice on writing options contracts is 100%. Glad I could help. I tell you, I spend Saturdays and Sundays on my one-on-ones, and a lot of us end up talking about how to do this. And I walk you through it, and I explain it once, twice, 3 times. How long it takes, doesn't matter. You get it figured out. There's ways. APOM, I'm going to do this after GameStop pops. I'm going to do it. Killed my whiskey and a beer before the market opened, so I'm sobering up. That counts. It does, Jose. It counts. It's the effort. Me either, Bomber. Bruce, are you are such a good sport. I do what I can. I try. Dude, why are you so in love with Jimmy Shill Kramer? I just, if I hate him, people don't like me. If I like him, people don't like me. I can't win, but I'll tell you this. Cheers to all of you from Stock Markets with Uncle Bruce here in Creston, British Columbia, Canada. Welcome all of you. Thank you all of you who have been picking these up. Thank you all of you who have been picking these things up. Jen and I did a big shipment last week, and you should be getting yours, so let me know when they come in. Thank you all for helping us up. Excuse me. Thank you for being members. Thank you for tolerating me. I love you guys. Let's continue on. Bruce just picked up 4 shares of Brookshire Hathaway on the dip. Woohoo! Thomas, I don't know where the thumbs are at. This advice about options writing is gold. So is Vegas, is VGAC dead? No, it is not dead. It is not. No, it's not. It's fine. It's sleeping. It's resting. It's at the bottom of the cage and it's resting, but it is not dead. It is not dead. No, it is about to explode within a few weeks. Just hang in there. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You will soon say to me, I don't have enough shares. That's what you're going to say to me. What happens if Uncle Bruce gets more thumbs ups than subs exist? Now what? Now, have you thought of that, huh? Yeah. How many thumbs ups do we have? 652. I don't think I'm going to get 1,000 thumbs up today. There's no way. There's only 1,100 of you people here, and you guys are not in the mood to get me to 1,000 thumbs up. There's no way you're going to get me to 1,000 thumbs ups. I just know it. This is reverse psychology. I'm playing head games with everybody. I'm using that thing that they did on Star Wars, that Jedi mind trick, It's just between you and me. There's no way I'm going to get 1,000 subs up today. There's just no way. At 650 odd, that's all I'm going to get today, because no one likes this show and no one likes this YouTuber, and it's just not going to happen. And so I haven't got a chance to get 700. I might have 700 now, but there's no way I'm going to get 1,000 thumbs up, because people don't like the show. They don't like the channel. They don't like the presenter, and so again, it's just a Jedi mind trick. It's reverse psychology. It's okay. I know you know, and I know you know that I know that you know. It's okay. Okay. I got 17 more IPOE before the market closed. Yes, Heather Owen, huh? I got to get ready for work, guys. Miss chatting with you today. We'll try again tomorrow. APOM, thank you, and you have a great night. Robert, okay. Or live in a sustainable community where one eats homegrown food and the weekly expenses are $70 while listening to Bruce and buy stocks. Well, if you've got good internet and you've got a nice tent, you can stay for a lot of places for free. I mean, you can cut your overheads down and be a market player full time. There's ways. Actually, J. Ray, that's a good buy. Dober Mama Leon, come the Discord. Find us on Reddit. Join us there. Drew, Steven Seagal running videos. We'll see you later. Apom says, observe thyself. Steven Seagal is a whisper actor. Wally's World, Bruce Lee, and then Jet Li. Just saying. Happy birthday again. Observe thyself. Paramania, Parahomania, whatever that is. Pyrahomania. Ashley, try to use a cheat code for risk-free infinite money. Doesn't tend to end well. Okay. Observe says, thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay, all right, kids, time to run. Observe thyself, be home for dinner by 6. Tony, you take care. Actually, my SPACs are on sale, hopefully still in the morning. Seagal is practically a Russian now. Wally's World, Frank is the real deal, though. Bloodsport, okay. Obama, babe, Ray, Berkshire Hathaway, really? No. Observe thyself, Tony, smile. Tony, if making your favorite for your, I'm making your favorite for your special day. John Van, I knew I didn't like Steven Seagal when he took the name Nico as a cop. Derek, gotta run. Have a great afternoon, buddy. Derek Johnson, you take care. Conduit, way to go, Uncle Bruce, on your year, buddy. On the year, buddy. Obama, whatever this means. 587 thumbs ups, 413 to go. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's working. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get 1,000 subs. 770 have come in, and I haven't got a hope in getting another 230 subs. I can't imagine that enough of you out there would be kind enough, generous enough, and attentive enough to try to give me some thumbs ups to get me to 1,000 shares. And I can understand why I'm sitting at 777 thumbs ups, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to get 1,000 thumbs ups. I might as well just go in the corner, weep, and cry uncontrollably, knowing that there's no way I'm going to get 1,000 thumbs ups today, because it just can't happen. It's unthinkable that I'm going to get 1,000 subs today, because with 792 now, I'm dreaming. Well, okay, it's 806. Okay, 806. I'm dreaming. There we go. 805. 812. Okay, I got 812. I don't know if I'm going to make 1,000 thumbs ups today. I just don't know if this is going to happen. Anyway, there you go. All right, David. See, I got an application. I got an Apple call. What is this? I got an Apple call. 102.5 for January 2020, and I'm collecting premium on it. Huh? If you own a call, you own a call. You're in the money. But you can't be collecting a premium. I don't know what that means. Dave, do you know what you're saying? Let's see. Seagal movie review by Ralph the Movie Maker is pretty definitive, showing how little he cares. There's also certain podcasts that covers a similar. Jay, Ray, Derek, whatever. Okay, now Barry, thank you for this donation. Barry said he belongs to your $100 club, but he used only 100 NT, which is just $3. Here, Bruce, take NT 3000, which is $100. Be smart, spend it on Jen. Now, there you go, Jen. We just got a donation for 3,000 NTs. I don't know what NTs are, but it's worth $100. So Barry Jam has the largest donation of the day going right now by a country mile. And she says, nice. And he says, I'm supposed to spend it on you. Oh, well, thank you, she says. So she's appreciative, let me tell you. That is good stuff. I might get hit less tonight. This is really good stuff. Definitely not going to get 1,000 thumbs ups. We're only at 842. There's no way I'm going to get to 1,000 thumbs ups today. Thank you, Barry Jam, for this donation. Number one all the way. Thank you. Wow, what's that? Ray, oh, that's just a joke. How many doing NT 100s? Very nice gasp. $107 new Taiwanese dollars, says David C. Barry Jam goes, wowee. Oh my God, Barry. Conduit says, what's the price of Dodge in Dong? I feel like I'm missing out on making money because I don't understand what the call options yet. I hear you. We're going to talk cruises and Seagal. I'd rather bring along Erica Alienak than Seagal. Colin, FYI, 3,000 NT equals 247, 2.4 mil. I don't know. That's equals a lot of dong. That's what that means. I wish it wasn't. I don't know, but I bet it's more than DKKS. What do you think of SPCE SPAC? What do you think of SPCE SPAC? I don't know what that is. What was that again? SPCE. Let's see if I can type that in here. SPCE. And that is a Virgin Galactic. That's what that is. See how much I don't know? I don't even know it. At $18 a share on the aftermarket, and the high and the low has been $14.21 for the low, $62 for the high. Well, yikes! I don't know. There's more delays, they say, on the unit. So I can't give you an opinion. What is NT? Colin laughing away here. J Ray started to say, "What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here?" Who's the Phantom? Ashley laughing out loud. Currently, one Doge equals 11,981.98 dong. Wash up in. I don't know what that means either. Let's see. What's up, Rabbit? Colin Dangerously Tail. I'm flooded with dongs. Still, a nice donation on 0.36 USD to the NT by thank you, Barry. There you go. Thank you, Barry. NT is a new Taiwan dollar. It's the Taiwanese dollar. And I thank you very much, Ty Barry. Thank you, Barry, for the donation. It's tremendous. I accept all currencies. That'd be great. J Ray, yeah, I would retire. I've been blocked, says Ashley, laughing out loud. Bama Babe, the same thing happened with the company Overstock. The same thing with Overstock, I believe, in 2008 with their voting count. They stayed in litigation for 8 years, received a $20 million settlement. Again, I don't know what that means and how and why, what all that meant there. Who votes if the stock is part of an ETF? That's a good question. Ashley, did the cop know you're safe for it? Ashley Carlos, yep, okay, I give up. Laughing out loud. Bruce, Coinbase was marketed as a darling to invest in, and it turned into a turd. IPOE is a dream stock, and they won't say diddly squat about it. That's the manipulation. There you go. Bingo, you got it. That's exactly right. They won't say a word about it. There you have it. GameStop, by the way, $147.50 in the aftermarket. It's up 58 cents. So it's just a tad bit better. 147.68 on the aftermarket. 7,000 volume on GameStop. There's nothing going on. It's dead quiet. IPOE on the aftermarket, 15.30, up 13 cents. So it's a little better on the aftermarket for IPOE. Volume and IPOE 18,800. Very quiet, but it's up 13 cents to 15.30. All right, don't heavy institutional holders pass on voting because they make interest on lending out their GameStop. Yeah, I don't know. Until he reads the next one, laugh out loud, says David C. Dober Mamba, cheers. I got religious grape juice. Okay, Trevor, good afternoon, everyone. Haven't been on, was just released from the hospital. I got 10 IPO calls out for October. Thumbs ups, all for the greatest uncle on YouTube. Way to go, getting some October. It's closer than I'd like you to be, but you're still okay. But beyond October would be even better. But way to go, you got 10. That's 1,000 shares that you're controlling now. Hope you make a ton of money. It's been sleeping and resting. Love you, Bruce. Esplody, okay, challenge accepted. Jedi mind trick is working. That's right. There aren't the thumbs that you're looking for. Those aren't the thumbs you want. We have 864 thumbs ups now. And like I said before, I doubt that we're going to get there. I only have 27 minutes left in the day, and I don't know if I'm going to get enough thumbs ups to get 1,000 today. I would love to see 1,000 today. Saw a funny post when there was a stock chart error on MarketWatch where Brookshire dropped to 0, and someone commented, "Damn it, Warren was running a giant penny stock scam the whole time." Wally's thumbies for Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen rally thumbs. We don't like Uncle Bruce. We love Uncle Bruce. Oh, thank you for saying that. Pimping it up for thumbs. He's pimping it up. We love it. Thank you, everybody. Oh, and we're getting 1,000 thumbs here. We're getting 1,000 thumbs. Here we go. Sure, I just thumbs up, Bruce. I'm half asleep at my computer. Don't tell him. Thumbs drum. You're right, Bruce. I'm taking my thumbs ups back. Reddit. Wally, stick it to Uncle Bruce. Give me your thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. The Tar Boys Worldwide. What's so great about VGAC anyway? It's just a vehicle for taking 23andMe public. So what? So what? That's a cousin to the Google guys. Like, so what? If it was going to perform as a public company, they would have IPO'd it. See, now there you go. You see, if 23andMe was so pooping hot, why didn't they do an IPO route? If these guys are so great, and they have interest from Google, and they have interest from AstraZeneca, and they have all these hedge funds and mutual funds that are dying to buy into this company, why didn't they do the IPO route? Well, I'll speculate. There's no one else here talking. The reason I think is because it could take up to a year to do the deal. Where here, this deal takes 90 days or so. And that's why. And there was no guesswork with respect to the pricing. The deal is a $10 deal. That's it. They already nailed it down. 23andMe, the company, knows all their shareholders of 23andMe will be the majority shareholders of the public company, including all the SPAC shareholders. They know the ratio. They like the ratio. They have $950 million cash to start the ball rolling right on day one of listing. That's why they did it. I think that's why they did it. And I suspect that maybe a month or two down the road, they might do a secondary financing, but at much higher prices per share. But do you guys care? Should you care? You shouldn't care. You're in a 10 or whatever it's trading at right now, $9.95. Buy it up here and make money with them. Make money with these people. Richard Branson is putting in $25 million of his money at $10 additionally. The gal who founded the company, she's putting in $25 million of her personal money at $10 a share. And they're both restricted. They can't sell their stock. You can buy stock in their company for less than they're paying, and you have free trading stock. I don't know how much easier this gets. I really don't know how much easier this gets. But I do what I can. Colin, so we take GameStop to the moon, and it's made of sharp cheddar. Do we make grilled cheese or burgers? Now, these are the kind of questions we're going to have to be able to address down the road. But thankfully, we'll have time to figure that out. Ashley, happy birthday, observe thyself. Ross Walker, today's tech pre-market was interesting. Comments, Captain B. Today's tech pre-market was interesting. Comments from Captain B. I did do comments all day on this. You'll have to watch that first show. Although I got criticized by somebody today about what I said in the first hour of the day. They didn't like my first half hour. Didn't like it. They didn't like it. They can't all be winners, I guess. Lance, asking for a friend. Has anyone asked you to just whisper about GameStop to them for their first for their 1 hour consultation? I'm gonna have to double my rate. I'm gonna have to double my rate to $800 an hour. Happy birthday, observe thyself. AB, when I was in San Francisco, I saw a homeless guy playing guitar. And instead of a hat or a guitar case for donations, he had a card swiper attached to a $50 Android phone, high-tech place. Yeah, and in I think it's in Norway or Sweden, one of those two countries. Even 2 years ago, if you wanted to make a donation to a homeless person on the street, people were swiping their debit cards on a smart, one of those square readers, and giving them like the equivalent of $1. They weren't accepting money. They didn't want cash. They just wanted donations on their account, because they would then go to their favorite liquor store or wherever they were going, and they would use their phone for payment, because it was all digital. They were digital homeless people. There you go. Observed, I think. Thank you, Ashley and Jake. Ashley, Kichi, sending love. DQ, Colin, dangerously, both. And damn it, people like me, said Jane. AB, so there may be guys out without a place of residence playing stonks. Learn guitar, get donations via phone app, open brokerage, Webull account, buy GameStop, get rich. Yeah, exactly. Off the grid and totally. Exactly. There you go. Robert, not a tent, a lovely cabin. Okay. Selling calls against it. GameStop, Twitter's on fire. Hi, Uncle Dad. Could you please share your thoughts about an imminent market crash soon to happen or not? I just came across some scary real estate market analysis articles by Jeremy Grantham. Cheers. I don't think so. I don't think you're going to see that. Too much money in the system. There's no tightening by the Fed. There's no increase in interest rates dramatic, like to 20%. There's no inflation to like 20%. There's nothing going on. So no, that's not going to happen. Wally's World and Uncle Bruce, if you watch Bloodsport, the movie, you will know what all of us, will be giving the big C, the real dim Mac. I don't know if I have time, Wally. I don't know if I have time. AB, NT, Taiwanese currency. Ashley, AB, that genius, not worried about someone trying to take his cash when it's over. New Taiwan dollar. Now, that is Venezuelan currency. If that is Venezuelan's currency, Bruce actually owes him money. There you go. David C., you can buy a deep in the money. You can buy a deep in the money for about half the cost of buying the 100 shares outright and write calls against it. If assigned, they will sell your call, and you will keep the profit and the premium. Got me going here. Buying 100 shares outright and writing calls against it. And they will sell your call, and you will keep the profit and the premium. I'm not sure how that works. Bama Babe, NT is Taiwanese dollar worth 0.36 versus US dollar. Carlos, Colin Danger, know how many bags of something that is? Oops, Taiwan dollar. I'm what? Alotta Dong. I'm okay. My name is Alotta Dong. Okay. He said a lot of dong. I am long on dong, long duck dong. That is 16 counts. Fair good. My name is Alotta Dong. Okay. David, so I own an Apple call at 102.5 for January, and I'm selling $135 calls for like a $30 in premium. Got me going here. I don't know how you can sell a 135 call for a $30 premium. I don't know how you can do that. You own Apple calls at 102.5, but you're selling calls. You still got to buy the stock at 102.5, right? Whatever you paid for the call, you paid already, right? So that's your cost of the stock. Whatever you paid for the call plus the 102.5 to exercise it, that's your cost of the stock. You're selling a 135 call for whatever you're getting for it. I don't know where this works. Okay, Rabbit. Another batch of cookies into the oven, coming up fresh in 8 minutes. I got enough for everybody. Brought them for one lady's birthday. There you go. Tonky Dong. SPCE was a SPAC, but it isn't anymore. So yeah, not a SPAC. Okay. David Rowland, Uncle Bruce. I know you aren't super into the cannabis market, but here's my shout out to Oxley. Do your due diligence, folks. There you go. J Ray. A WW Automobile, whatever, Taiwan number. What's happening hot stuff, says anti-PC. Wally's Road, I got the reference left, although grew up in the 80s. Samuel, Uncle Bruce, you don't think that Citadel can't collapse if they are margin called, Bear Stearns collapse? I would be very doubtful. With $75 trillion in insurance, I don't think so. A Bear Stearns collapsed? A Beer Stearns collapsed? Samuel, no. Stock market with Bruce, how does the common folks sell naked calls? I'd love to rake in some contracts and have them expire without having to put up a $1. No, you have to put up money. You got to put up margin money. Sitting Bull, I like them, the hit me less nights. I like those hit me less nights. Well, he's me too, Jack. Well, 60s, 70s really, but they're my 18-year-old mind. Thumbs, oh my gosh. We need Bagel Coin. Wally's World, absolutely, my friend. Get out now while you can. Pooping Hot. Pooping Hot, another excellent brand name from Uncle Bruce. Oh no, Collins Afro has evolved again. Haha. 1,000K, hooray. Did we get 1,000 thumbs ups? No, there's no way you gave me 1,000 thumbs up. There's no way. You did not give me 1,000 up. We have a 911 thumbs ups. There's no way you're giving me 1,000 thumbs up today. I'm still using the reverse psychology from the Star Wars thing. It's still what I'm doing. Just bear with me. There's no way I'm going to get 1,000 thumbs ups. 915 or so. That's all I got. I'm 85 thumbs ups away, and there's no way there are 85 of you people kind enough, nice enough, generous enough, great enough, incredible enough to give me a thumbs up. There's just no way. There aren't that many good people out there anymore. The world doesn't exist like that. See, 924. There's no way we're going to do it. We're so far away. It's not going to happen. I'll be off the air well before that happens, I'm sure. Would you consider doing a tutorial on how to for option trading? I think people would pay to attend. I have thought about this off and on. I run this through my mind from time to time. And I'm finding that on Saturdays and Sundays when I do my one-on-one get-togethers, I'm able to explain the option thing to my viewers, especially those who know a little, but even those who know nothing about option. By the time we're done the hour, my peeps have taken enough notes to know what I'm talking about. We do examples. We go on the screen together and we look up option chains. We try to figure that out together, so I can explain what everything means. But I find it on a one-on-one basis, it works rather well. And I find that on a one-on-one basis, it works well for that person's situation, because all of you have a different situation. And for me to do some kind of a webinar, some kind of a one-off thing, it would take me several hours, I think. And I know for a fact I will leave a bunch of you behind. I no matter how simple I try to make it, and I don't want to sound selfish, but I'm on the air 5 hours a day, 5 days a week on this channel, and then I do Saturday and Sunday sessions, and I have another channel, and I do live shows for it too. There's only so much energy, and there's only so much I've got, and like I say, at this point in time, for the moment, for now, today, I'm doing the one-on-one session. So if you would like a one-on-one session to learn about option writing, option strategy, how they work, all this stuff, the technical stuff, I'll do all I can. I can do this with a one-on-one with you. You just have to send me an email and say, hey, let's get together for a one-on-one. Because if I do it right, and I can show you how you can bring in thousands of dollars every month from option premiums, the 1 hour of my time will be the best investment you could possibly make. So you're just going to have to, I think that's the best way forward on this. Just so you know. Anyway, that's just me. Clove, observe myself sending you a shout out to Kahlua. Carlos, I remember when Austin had some festival and turned homeless people into Wi-Fi hotspots. Cookies are ready. Happy birthday, Wesley. VGAC, $12.50 calls. December 2021, 80-cent premium. Good choice, Uncle Bruce. Keep up the good work. 12.50 calls for 80 cents for this December. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's good. Sure. I mean, if they reach $20 between now and then, they're worth $750 each. You paid $80 for it. However many you bought, taking $80, turning to $750. I call that a win. I call that a win. Yes, indeed. Okay, thank you. Well done. All right. And let's see here. Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to go through here some more. I got to move up here. I got to move up. Way behind here. You're going to have to whisper for those thumbs, I think, Bruce. How are we doing now? We are at 959 thumbs up, so 41 away from 1,000. I don't know if that's going to happen, but you never know. We hope for the best. You're the ultimate salesman there, buddy. 1,000 is happening now. Uncle Bruce, you're going all that, baby Yoda. You're doing it. Okay. Official Twitter handles for GameStop and Reddit tweeting at each other in response to GameStop Moon tweet earlier, loving it. And GameStop now on the aftermarket is sitting at what? We're at 1530 on IPOE, and for the GameStop, we're now at 147.38 on the GameStop. How are you still getting thumbs ups, downs? Block them bad boys. Let's see. Let's see. Uncle Bruce is the situation. Did anyone see the Moon tweet? We did. We did see it, but didn't see it posted on Reddit yet. I haven't been there. We saw it on Twitter. David, I get what you mean. If whoever bought your call exercises it, your in the money call can cover it. Not sure if all brokers would automatically resolve it for you. Have you had it happen? There you are. And then AB, well, didn't you say options trading was like a semester-long course? Can really get involved? Yes, all the variable ways of doing it, absolutely. But spending an hour with me, you'll get a handle on call contracts, how they work, and a handle on put contracts and how writing works. In an hour, I can do that with you. And that's as far as we'll go, no further than that. $400 for an Uncle Bruce one-on-one is a steal, says Wally. Wally's World. You're very kind to say that, sir. We did have a good time, though, didn't we? We had a lot of fun. How are we doing now? We got thumbs up, 981 thumbs ups, 19 to go to get to 1,000. I'm not sure if you guys are going to do that for me today, but we are 19 away from 1,000 thumbs up. So we have 47 on the downside, which is kind of typical. Can we get 19 more? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are going to do it. 957 now. Come on, you guys. Uncle Bruce is the hardest working man in streaming. Peanut butter, are there some really good YouTubers that do options trading 101? Summarizing it in a 10-minute video would be difficult. I think a few hours investment might pay you back in the long run. When you are offline, people are still watching your videos, but I get that this is the best way for now. Hey, lovely Bruce, you got an option about, you have an opinion about PIPP. Interesting people around this one. I don't even know what it is. PIPP. Let's see. What is that all about? Oot and about. PIPP. What is it? It is PIPP, Pine Island Acquisition Corporation at $9.87 a share, and it's been between $9.71 and $14.94, and it is a entity looking to do a merger, and they have done something as April the 5th. They made an announcement, a 10K of some kind. And forward-looking statements, overview. They're a blank check company. They've raised $20 million. It looks like, or is that right? Or $200 million. What am I doing here? Yeah, $200 million they've popped up so far. And looking at what they're doing, I don't know. Have they announced anything yet? It doesn't look like they've announced a deal. Have they announced a deal? No. And they have stuff in treasury bills. Typical. I got nothing. So I see nothing quick here. David, Zai King, yes, sir. I've had 2 get assigned. Robinhood sells them out early Friday to cover it. Or I can just close both manually if I think it's going to get assigned. Buy and hold. I do lots of likes and retweeting. Buy and says buy and hold. Max, I received proxy vote invitations for IPOE and GameStop. I don't have that many shares, but I'm still interested in the proposals. Can we go through those questions someday with plain English explanation? It should be pretty simple stuff. I think they're just approving the financials. They're approving the auditor. They're voting for the directors. They're approving them. What else is there? There isn't much more, is there? I don't know. Francis, it's not worth making options videos. There are a lot of resources already on YouTube for people that really care about getting into it. Ashley Feinhold tweeting always gets me in trouble. Let's see. If you're going to be serious about the options, just spend the $400. It's a bargain with Bruce. Okay, I'm going in on VGAC tomorrow. 100 for now, maybe more later. Observe thyself. Whoever took over GameStop's Twitter account is on fire, tweeting constantly today. All right. Lance grabbed a $30 VGAC 12.17 for fun and bagel solidarity. Conduit switch 25 more. Sitting Bull. Jamie at YouTube. Trade Spotting gave a shout out to Uncle Bruce today, saying that he likes how he talks to his viewers. Well, that's kind of nice. Trade, is that the name of the channel? Trade Spotting? I don't know. I don't know who that. I don't know him. I don't know that person. But is that a YouTuber? Someone can confirm that to me. Carlos, Mel Brooks, and Shamath are making a new SPAC together. IP Oive. You want to trade options. You don't ever want them to exercise it. The general rule, you if you're near call, you sold them in the money, then you should roll. Wally's, yes, we did, right in my kitchen in front of my Gen and my Gen and in front of my Gens and my Gen Air. Yeah, we got together for an hour a few weeks back, and we had a really good session. It was great. Thumbs Army, new SPAC. It depends, Rupert. Sometimes getting exercise is a disciplined exit strategy. Okay. Let's see. Buy and hold says, in these last few months, not only did I learn a graduate level crash course in stock market manipulation, finance, economics, I learned efficiency, spicy meme deployment. There you go. Okay. 1,000 thumbs ups you got, Bruce. You got them. Is that true? I see 981. I see 1,000 thumbs ups. I cannot believe you people would actually give me 1,000 thumbs ups on a lousy day like today. The market was down. I'm not on my 100% game today. I don't know what year it is. Appreciate all of you though. Thank you so much for the 1,000 thumbs ups today. It is just a sign of how wonderful you people are, and I thank you. You gotta love that. We don't yet have a date for the VGAC, do we, Uncle Bruce? Not a date, not a specific date. But it's soon. It's one of those any day we find out the date, state things. It's that close. Francis agreed, but exercise usually happens less frequently. We don't have a date yet. I do have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Says Free Thinker. Thank you, Ozzy, Pink Floyd, ABBA, Yoko Ono. Which would have made the best theme music for the last couple of weeks for GameStop? I think Yoko Ono and her screams. That would have been, that would have been it right there. That would have been the theme song of GameStop lately. Maybe. Actually, that's what I think I learned. I like to retweet later. Free Thinker says, observe thyself. You basically use the in the money long call instead of the shares to sell covered calls. It's called Poor Man Covered Call. Lots of YouTube vids on it, apparently. Bye, says Lance. Conduit, Wally's World. I'm down. Google my name. Jane, Free Thinker, McJones. See you tomorrow. Wally's, see ya, Lance. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to write Poor Man's Covered Calls. Just curious about David's experiences, Jai King. Domingo, Bruce, you deserve it, baby. Thank you, guys. We just made it. Like I got 3 minutes to go before my day's done. It's the year of the stonk. Right on, Ashley. Conduit. Phew, that 1,000 had me winded there. That was close. Thanks for your time, Uncle Bruce. Buy and hold. Thank you for yours. Free Thinker. I'd say Yoko would capture the moments best. Yeah, I think. Yoko Ono with Chuck Berry was the funniest. That was the funniest. Carlos, when is VGAC going to text me back already? Anti-good imitation of Yoko, Uncle Bruce. Oh, man. Actually, personal laugh out loud. Awesome. I was thinking Yoko, too. I wouldn't do the impersonation if John was still alive. I wouldn't want to make him mad. Sorry, John. Jikang, Poor Man Covered Calls are a limited risk trade, but limited upside as well. Zing, you need to hop onto Uncle Bruce's Discord. Good stuff there. Wally's World, I joined today. Uncle Bruce, thanks for another good day with the Bagel Gang. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Awesome. See you there. Thank you for today, Bruce. Thank you, Gregory. Dober Mamba, Jamie, YouTuber, trade spotting, Scottish professional trader, really amazing insight, technical analysis. Today's show was fire. Night all. See you tomorrow, Jane. Dober Mamba, thank you. Lance, come on. Come for the bagel, stay for the Yoko Ono. And now I'm going to do a 15-minute medley of 15 songs of Yoko Ono's top 15 hits. Those are the first three. Jen is loving this. She's losing it over there. Oh, God. Oh, no. Steven! That's an inside joke between Jennifer and I. Rupert, Wally's World, do you have a Discord link you can share? Call an FYI. Pretty sure Mars is made of Mars bars. Have a great night, Bruce, from Sharon. Yes, Lance, I am laughing. You know what? Bruce doing Yoko is my new ringtone. Do eat. Thumbs down. Bye, guys. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Birthday celebration on Discord. Observe thyself. The Sitting Bull. Good night. I'll have another day, another bagel. Conduit. And again, thank you again, Barry, for that sweet donation for great. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry, for that. The number one donation of the day. You're the leader today, buddy. Wally's World. It is Uncle. It is in Uncle Bruce's YouTube below. There apparently you can find the Discord channel in. Where's that Discord address? You can find that on Reddit. You go to Stock Markets with Bruce, a subreddit, my page there, and there's a post link there of some kind. Yeah, play us a song sometime, Bruce. T-Bone, 4 thumbs down and two thumbs ups pushed to the 1,000 mark because we love Uncle Bruce. There you go. If you want to do a PMCC, you should look at gamma scalping as well. It's more complicated, but it's worth looking into. Oh, I don't think so. Ali Harder, I've been a lurker all day because of work. Y'all are freaking me out, and I like it. I love the Bagel Gang. Thank you, everybody. No trivia tonight. I keep missing it. It's Friday night on the other channel. Oh, my God. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Your knowledge is appreciated. Auntie, have a happy birthday, OT. Thank you, Uncle B. Another fun day today. Thank you for looking forward for a grand stonk day tomorrow. My neighbor's kids can beat Yoko into a streaking contest. Observe myself. Thanks, NTPC. Danger. C. Duncan. Have a Discord. Have a good. There's a Discord link right there, I think. Have a good night, Bagel family. Diamond, thanks you, Bruce. Best channel on the interweb. See you all in the Be well. We'll be on tomorrow morning, 8:30 in the morning. We'll be on 5:30 my time. Thanks for the show, Bruce. You got it, G. G, you take care, pal. Drew, I hope you all have a great day and an evening. Pop Gamer, thanks, Uncle B. You rock, see you all tomorrow. I want to rock tomorrow. Let's rock. Thanks, everybody. Have a pleasant evening, a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you first thing in the morning. Goodbye for now.